We know that restaurants in the unorganized sector, largely in India, do not bill you because then they can save on taxes. But the scale of this scam that's come to light is really alarming. The great billing heist exposed by data, what began as a tax survey on a few Hyderabad biryani chains, has now exploded into what may be India's largest billing manipulation scandal, potentially worth 70,000 crores. Now, this wasn't uncovered through a routine inspection. Last year, income tax officers visited biryani restaurants in Hyderabad for routine verification. Everything looked normal, packed tables, busy kitchens, steady billing, but one thing did not add up. The number of diners inside were far greater and higher than the bills that were generated at the counter. Now, this mismatch set off alarm bells. In one Hyderabad vegetarian tiffin outlet, officials allege nearly 60 crore in suppressed sales over 5 years. A non-vegetarian restaurant allegedly hid 20 crores in the same period. A powerful delete button inside widely used POS billing software could erase individual bills or even wipe out up to 30 days of transactions in one go. Imagine, invoices allegedly altered. In one case, from 2,784 bill that was, it's become 27. High-value bills selectively deleted, bulk deletions with no frequency limit, post-billing modifications reducing sales by nearly 20 to 30% or even more to show that that's only how much they've earned. But the fact is that they've earned a lot more, maybe even twice more. The crackdown led from Hyderabad under Section 133A of the Income Tax Act that started this survey operations. As a biryani chain was not clerical error but structured manipulation is what we hear. What initially appeared to be a local irregularity soon revealed a much bigger picture and a pattern. Officials found multiple restaurants were using the same billing software. When investigators traced the back end to Ahmedabad, they uncovered a massive digital trail, 60 terabytes of billing data, 1.7 lakh restaurants nationwide, and a use of artificial intelligence, including generative AI, to piece together what investigators are calling systematic sales suppression across the food and beverage industry. So look at the scale. These AI softwares that have now been they're basically catering these softwares to scores of restaurants all over the country. And imagine the scale of this scam then. Nearly 1.7 lakh restaurants nationwide could be scamming the system. This software is being used across these restaurants, across India, God knows for how long, and they're basically hoodwinking the system. Not just Hyderabad, across India, post-billing deletions alone reportedly totaled 13.37 crores. In fact, 13,317 crore is what is reported. Data analytics has revealed major statewide red flags in the suspected billing manipulation. Karnataka recorded the highest value of deletion transactions at around 2,000 crores, followed by Telangana at about 1,500 crores, while Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra and Gujarat were also flagged for significant discrepancies. And remember, this investigation began with just a few biryani outlets, as the cuisine's massive volume made anomalies easier to detect. So, is this a case of rogue restaurants misusing software, or is there a systematic loophole built into India's digital billing ecosystem that's now far and wide, used across the country, and the system does not even know about it? Well, now we know. We're looking at these POS software providers accountable for enabling deletion, featuring without any kind of audit safeguards. Has GST enforcement failed to keep pace with technology? And if AI could uncover this, how long has this been going on? That's what we want to know. PC Rao, President of the Bengaluru Hotel Owners Association, also Kumar Aniket, founder and CEO of Stava and tax expert, Pifran Fernandez, spokesperson of the Small and Medium Hotels Goa, and former president of the Federation of Small and Medium Hotels. Thanks very much, all of you. Let me quickly bring in Kumar Aniket on this. Kumar, what's your take on this kind of tax evasion? It's so brazen and blatant. Give us in a snippet, how do you look at this fraud?
Coming from legal and tax guy, being we rely on official statements. Till date, I don't think income tax has issued any formal statement. So till income tax issues a formal statement, whatever is just being said or rumor. Official facts will come when income tax says it. Another thing is that use of AI to interpolate these billing systems and all and finding out faults. So AI is not omnipotent. It is known to make mistakes. So what is needed is a review of these things and confirmation that actually the fraud is of this much amount. And now, if it is there, one issue is the billing system. The of course billing system enabled this. So system who created this system, these they have done something criminal, and the restaurant owners, of course, were parties. But there is another party which we are not talking about. Is that all of these restaurants, most of them were subject to audits, statutory audits, tax audits. So what was the tax auditors doing? What did they verify? What is their job? So auditors also should be held responsible. But what I'm saying is we can't say anything till income tax issues a formal statement, because I believe that when formal checking happens and everything, the figure will be reduced by at least 10.
Take on hotels hoodwinking the system in this fashion. How would you condemn this?
I'm not condemning anything. I'm saying that till we get all our facts together.
No, I'm
We are
asking
not.
Mr. Fernandez.
Sorry, I couldn't hear your question, ma'am.
How would you condemn this as looking at hotels and restaurants hoodwinking the system in such a systematic fashion? What would be your words to condemn it?
Well, condemnation is one part of it, but definitely it could be just the tip of the iceberg. And it is really an eye-opener for everyone, because today's world, everybody is very worried about AI. And I must say, AI today is actually helping in building nation, building revenue. And if this is so, maybe the figures could vary, as my previous panelist has said. But this could also be a tip of the iceberg. What cannot be pardoned is this GST, after being brought down to just 5%, paid by every customer having a biryani at any outlet. If selective billing of cash transactions has been deleted to a tune of such humongous figure, I think it's not only the restaurateurs to be blamed, it's besides the system and also the billing software. Because in this billing software, it has provided them and enabled them to suppress easy sales. I think there has to be checks and balances in all respects, so that this sort of things could not come in way of suppression of rightly earned GST to the government at the center and the respective states.
If people view India as a highest taxed country, do you believe that could be a demotivator for a lot of people, which is why they're trying these unethical, illegal means to cheat the system?
Well, there are loopholes in every system. In India, there are a lot of loopholes. But I must say, with digitization now, all these loopholes are going to be plugged in. Because with AI today,
but this is an AI software that's being used.
Yes, ma'am, I totally agree. And this is exactly my point that I'm trying to drive home, that with this AI software, it becomes much more easier now for the text officials to plug in the loopholes. And I think the respective departments now have to be on the toes to see that all the loopholes, wherever they are plugged in, so that the revenue loss is plugged in once and for all.
Okay, Kumar Aniket, as a highest taxed country, do you think that's why the unorganized sector does not want to become organized, does not want to get into digital legal systems, because they earn less, so they're trying to cheat more?
So I'm saying the answer is yes. When PV Narasimha, you remember when PV Narasimha came to power and income tax collection was at its lowest. So in order to increase tax collection, income tax, custom, VAT, what he did was reduce duties. When you reduce duties, there is less incentive for people to cheat on taxes. Another thing, when you reduce duty, like gold smuggling, When duty increases, gold smuggling starts happening. When duty is down, the gold smuggling does not happen because people do not find enough incentive to pay for the extra amount which is required to pay clear such consignments without paying taxes. So the thing is that lower taxes always help in increasing overall tax collection, incentivizing people to not to cheat on taxes. And where there is a will, there is a way. People will always find a way. But the thing is important is finding a balance between what is the right correct amount.
All
So
right, but all that we're happy is in a way that at least this raid has happened and now this system has been exposed. They'll have to find another way if they want to cheat. At least this running system will now be clipped. Thanks very much. That's all I have time for, gentlemen. Thank you for joining us.